So drink up.
I don't do well on whiskey.
Drink!
My name is Wyatt Earp. It all ends now.
Who the fuck is Wyatt Earp?
A young man named Wyatt Earp grows up in a large, restless family determined to carve out a future on the American frontier. Raised by a strict but principled father, Nicholas Earp, Wyatt spends his early years in Iowa surrounded by brothers and sisters who are no strangers to hardship. While his older brothers, Virgil and James, march off to fight in the Civil War, Wyatt remains behind, too young to enlist and burdened with responsibility on the family farm. He works the fields, tends the corn, and shoulders expectations that feel heavier than his years. Yet deep inside him burns a desire for something bigger, for action, for purpose, for a destiny beyond plowing soil.
I'm going to enlist, Pa. I want to fight the Rebs with James and Virg.
One afternoon, driven by youthful impatience and a longing to stand alongside his brothers, Wyatt secretly gathers weapons he has hidden away and prepares to run off to join the war. He says his quiet goodbyes to Morgan and Warren, his younger brothers who watch him with wide-eyed admiration.
Morgan, take care of Mama for me. Keep your little brother out of trouble. Warren, I won't be seeing you for a while.
But Nicholas Earp is not a man easily deceived. He discovers Wyatt's plan and chases him down across the farm, finally catching him and dragging him home.
Where you going, son?
I'm ready.
Are you? You think your ma's ready? Why'd you wait till I left to take off, Wyatt? If you think it's the right thing.
The lesson is clear. The time for war will come, but not yet. Soon enough, the war ends. Virgil returns first, hardened by combat but alive. James follows, wounded and forever marked by his injuries. The reunion is joyful yet sobering.
We didn't know you was coming. Why didn't you send word?
We didn't know ourselves, so then we thought we'd just come on.
Nicholas embraces his sons with pride, though he sees in their eyes the weight of what they have endured. Determined to give his family a fresh start, Nicholas announces a bold decision.
But for this family, the time has come to move on again.
They will head west to California, chasing opportunity in untamed land.
But why, Pa?
Martha's in love with Jimmy Jorgensen.
Martha, if you don't want to go, that's your decision.
I've already told Pa that I'm not going. I want to see what's available to me here.
Remember this, all of you. Nothing counts so much as blood. The rest are just strangers.
The journey west is long and punishing, but the Earps arrive in California with hope in their hearts.
I just want you to get these things and get back. And don't talk to anyone you don't have business with. Both of you use your heads.
Don't worry, Ma, we won't shame you.
Wyatt grows into a young man quickly in this rugged environment, yet one moment sears itself into his memory. Witnessing a man shot dead in cold blood, the violence shakes him deeply. Nicholas sits him down and teaches him a lesson that will echo throughout his life. The world can be cruel, but a man must stand on the side of law and justice no matter the cost.
You know, this land is full of people doing wicked things to each other. You know, I'm a man that believes in the law. But there are plenty of men who don't care about the law. When you find yourself in a fight with such viciousness, hit to kill.
Years pass. Wyatt drifts through various jobs, teamster, wagon driver, laborer, moving through the Wyoming territory and beyond. He befriends rough men and learns to survive in unforgiving places. Alongside a companion named Dutch, he transports freight across dangerous routes plagued by robbers. When attacked, Wyatt shows courage and resourcefulness, though he insists he has never taken a life and hopes he never will.
Shoot the lead horse!
That horse never done nothing to me.
You ever shoot a man, Dutch?
How do you think I got this job? How about yourself?
Nope. Hope I never do either.
There remains within him a line he does not wish to cross. To earn extra money, Wyatt referees boxing matches. He builds a reputation for fairness even when gamblers and spectators bristle at his calls.
Mr. Shaughnessy, it's not working. It's over.
God bless you, boy.
Hey, kid, you don't know a boxing ring from a mule's asshole. And you twice cost me money.
Sorry you didn't like the decision.
One night, after a particularly brutal fight, a disgruntled bettor assaults him in anger. Wyatt responds with swift, decisive force, disarming the man and humiliating him in front of the crowd. It is a glimpse of the steel beneath his calm exterior.
This man wanted to shoot me down over nothing. He lost. I'm taking his gun.
Eventually, Wyatt returns to Missouri, where he reconnects with his childhood sweetheart, Urilla Sutherland.
Hello, Wyatt.
Hello, Urilla.
I was glad to hear you were coming back to town.
I brought you these.
Thank you.
Well, I wasn't prepared for how beautiful you are.
So you've come to Lamar to study with your grandfather?
Yes, and to marry you.
With renewed purpose, he studies law under his grandfather's guidance and takes a position as town constable. He and Urilla marry, purchasing a modest home and dreaming of a stable life. For a brief time, happiness flourishes. Urilla becomes pregnant, and Wyatt imagines a future far removed from violence.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife.
You've never seen such open space, Urilla. There's practically nobody there.
What if you don't ever go back?
That's all right, I've seen it.
I don't want to be the reason that you're not happy, Wyatt.
I could be happy anywhere with you, Urilla. I don't care what job I have or where I live. What I care about is being with you.
Then tragedy strikes. Urilla contracts typhoid fever. The house is quarantined, isolating the couple from friends and family. Wyatt refuses to leave her side. He tends to her day and night, clinging to hope that fades with each passing hour.
I thought this was only supposed to happen in the morning.
Please, Wyatt, let's not talk about it.
Urilla.
You can't go in.
I want to see my girl.
It's typhoid. I'm going to have to quarantine the house.
When she dies in his arms, something inside him shatters. At her funeral, Wyatt stands hollow and silent, his grief too immense for tears. Consumed by despair, he descends into darkness. He drinks heavily, abandons his duties, and ultimately burns down the house that once held his dreams. In that blaze, it feels as though he is trying to cremate his own pain. He leaves town, wandering aimlessly for months, drifting from one place to another with no direction and no anchor. In Arkansas, desperation pushes him into crime. Hungry and broken, he steals a horse and is soon caught. The punishment for horse theft is swift and severe: death by hanging.
This ain't no hotel, you stinking spot. I can't tell you from the horse crap.
Pardon me, sir. I wonder if you could spare a fellow the price of a meal.
You're drunk. I'm not in the business of helping drunks. There's no excuse for drunkenness. Now, if you really want a meal, come with me and I'll arrange it. But I won't give you money. Wait!
You want to snort?
Pretty new at this, ain't you?
I'm gonna get myself shot dead pretty soon.
As Wyatt sits in jail awaiting execution, Nicholas Earp appears once again, posting bail and pulling strings to save his son. Nicholas gives him money, a gun, and a horse, warning him never to return. The rescue is both mercy and a final demand. Choose your path wisely.
Horse thief. Do you want to die? That's what we do to horse thieves. Do you think you're the first man to lose someone? But we don't use it as an excuse to destroy ourselves. We go on. Even you, Wyatt. I gave him $500 bail. And I told him I'd defend you at your trial. There's not gonna be any trial. Because if they try you, they'll hang you. You get on that horse, Wyatt, and you ride until you get out of Arkansas. And you don't come back here, ever.
Wyatt chooses to rebuild. He becomes a buffalo hunter on the Great Plains, enduring harsh winters and grueling labor. He proves himself disciplined and resilient, slowly regaining his sense of identity. During this period, he crosses paths with Bat Masterson and his brother Ed, forming bonds that will last for years.
This could be the one.
Excuse me, mister. We saw you come in with your wagon, but we didn't see any Skinners with you.
It's because there wasn't any.
My brother and me are looking for work at Skinner's.
Got any experience?
Little.
You know, it ain't too hard shooting a bunch of dumb animals. Skinning's the ugly part.
Our mother didn't raise no shirkers.
$25 a piece.
Mister, that's a deal.
Link Borland's buying, so drink up.
Thanks, but I got some coffee coming. I don't do well on whiskey.
Drink!
Mister, I've been in a real bad mood for a couple of years, so why don't you leave me alone? Drop your gun belt and go away.
Together they work hard, protect each other, and carve out modest success. Eventually, Wyatt heads to Wichita, Kansas, where his brother James lives. There he finds work dealing faro and navigating the rough world of frontier gambling halls.
How's it going?
I'm getting the hang of it. I wouldn't mind owning a place, I'll tell you that. All I know is there's not much future in working for other people.
Who knows, Wyatt? What Bessie makes, maybe we could get a bit together. She's my wife, Wyatt.
Well, she's a whore, James.
And a hard-working one at that.
What are you doing with her?
Same thing everyone else is doing with her. The only difference is she doesn't charge me.
If your arrangement doesn't bother you, I guess it doesn't bother me.
When a drunken gunman terrorizes the town, local law enforcement falters. Wyatt steps forward, subduing the man with calm authority.
What the hell's going on here?
Rowdy Dubs is in the Iron Spike, drunk and mad. Ford here's got to go in and get him.
It's your job, isn't it?
Not anymore. They don't pay me enough to commit suicide.
Give me.
I see you out there.
His actions impress town leaders, who offer him a position as deputy marshal. Wyatt accepts.
Young man, how'd you like a job? $75 a month. I'll make it 100, but don't try and hold me up for more.
$100?
Marshal Meeker's gonna like you just fine. Deputy.
He takes to the badge with seriousness and intensity. Crime in Wichita declines under his watchful eye, though some citizens whisper that he is too forceful. Law, in his view, is not meant to be gentle. It is meant to keep order. His reputation spreads, and he is recruited to Dodge City.
Wyatt Earp! Don't shoot.
Mister, I ain't in the mood.
Larry Deeger from Dodge City. You the man I'm looking for.
How much?
$75 a month.
Making more than that here.
Plus $2.50 for every arrest. I need help. Lots of it.
So you looking for more than one?
Hell yes.
You might know a few.
There he brings along his brothers Morgan and Virgil, as well as the Mastersons.
Job don't pay a salary to start. Pays $2.50 for every arrest.
You got yourself a bit of a reputation, Wyatt.
They say people in Dodge are complaining you're too quick to bash a man just because you don't like the way he looks.
Well, you just tell me what son of a bitch is complaining, and I'll go bash him.
Together they impose structure on a chaotic cattle town teeming with gunslingers and drifters.
I'm Wyatt Earp.
Who the fuck is Wyatt Earp? He's the asshole who enforces the law.
We've got some new laws since you boys were here.
All visitors will check their guns immediately upon arrival.
Don't discharge your firearms within the city limits.
No riding into the stores, no public intoxication.
Means if you do anything we don't much approve of, we got a legal right to shoot you down. If you don't want to cooperate, I'm gonna open you up right now with this shotgun so loud your whole crew's gonna see what you had for breakfast.
Wyatt's methods remain uncompromising. He disarms men without hesitation and refuses to tolerate defiance. Some admire him, others resent him.
Evening. Looks like you boys been doing some drinking. You know there is a city ordinance against wearing firearms in town. Now, Bat, you're being about as sociable as an ulcerated molar. These boys, they don't get You talk too much, Ed.
I'm just saying, I believe I could have talked those guns off him, Wyatt.
Ed's got a different style is all, Wyatt. People like it.
You could get people around you killed.
I'm not a fool, Wyatt.
But you're not a deliberate man, Ed. I don't sense that about you.
During this time, Wyatt becomes involved with a woman named Maddie Blaylock. Their relationship is complicated, affectionate yet unstable. Wyatt struggles to commit emotionally, still haunted by Urilla's memory.
Don't do that, Wyatt. Please. I could make you happy, Wyatt. I know I could. I could be a wife to you.
If seeing me causes you pain...
No. No. Only don't leave money on my dresser, please. Unless it's 'cause you want to take care of me.
Complaints about his aggressive enforcement eventually lead to his dismissal from Dodge City, but the railroad soon hires him to track a notorious outlaw in Texas. In Fort Griffin, Wyatt meets Doc Holliday, a gambler and former dentist suffering from tuberculosis.
Looking for Dave Rudabaugh.
Do you believe in friendship, Wyatt Earp? Do you have many friends?
You'd be doing me a favor if you would call me either Wyatt or Earp, not both.
All right, Wyatt. Call me Doc.
Despite their contrasting temperaments, Wyatt steady and controlled, Doc reckless and sharp-tongued, the two men form a deep bond. They recognize in each other a shared code of loyalty.
Howdy, friend.
You ain't my friend.
Law says that you can't wear the gun in town. Hand it over.
What if I don't?
I'll have to take it away from you. You'll go to jail. Give it to me! Don't give it back till they leave town.
I'm shot.
When news reaches Wyatt that a fellow lawman has been killed back in Kansas, he returns to serve once more.
My name is Wyatt Earp. It all ends now.
Violence seems to follow him wherever he goes. After years of chasing criminals and enforcing the law, Wyatt grows weary. He dreams of wealth and stability rather than endless gunfights. That dream leads him and his brothers to Tombstone, Arizona, where silver mines promise riches. The Earps invest in gambling halls and saloons, hoping to leave law enforcement behind. Yet Tombstone is controlled by a ruthless gang known as the Cowboys.
There's never been a man that got rich working on a salary. That much I've learned.
Think it's gonna be any different in Tombstone?
Can't say, but there's silver there. The town's booming, Virgil. They're gonna need saloons, stage lines, hotels, you name it.
Never occurred to you that maybe we're doing the only thing that we're any good at?
Tension simmers between the Earps and the outlaws, fueled by threats and intimidation.
Spence.
I didn't do nothing, Judge.
Look at me, Judge. I mean, this is the way they treat you when you come nice and easy like to defend your good name.
It's all a setup job by those damn Earps and Marshal White.
I'll set your bail $7,000 each.
We'll stand that money, Judge.
There ain't an honest cowboy can get a fair shake in this town.
Didn't take them long to get back on the road.
The law, same for them as it is for you or me.
In Tombstone, Wyatt meets Josephine Marcus, the spirited fiancée of the town sheriff. Their connection is immediate and undeniable. As their relationship blossoms, Maddie spirals into jealousy and addiction. Wyatt finds himself torn between past loyalty and new passion.
Are you taking a walk?
I am. Is that a problem?
Could be in this town. Just that you should have an escort.
I appreciate your concern. Is Maddie Earp your wife?
But we've been together a while. She uses my name.
I'm not going to marry Johnny Bean.
I never thought you would.
Oh? What would you know about it, Mr. Earp? You've got a lot of confidence, Mr. Earp. I believe you're trying to seduce me. What makes you different from all the men who've tried what you're trying?
I guess you know, Josie.
No, I don't.
She took a dose of laudanum with her whiskey. Looks like she was trying to kill herself.
Go back to your Jew whore.
The conflict with the cowboys escalates. Threats turn into violence. When lawman Fred White is murdered, Virgil is appointed town marshal. The cowboys grow bolder, parading through town armed and defiant. Wyatt tries to avoid confrontation, but circumstances tighten like a noose. Finally, intelligence reveals that several cowboys are gathered near the OK Corral.
How do you want to handle this, Wyatt? I'm gonna have some coffee.
Wyatt, Virgil, Morgan, and Doc move to confront them. The tension explodes into a deadly shootout. In less than a minute, gunfire fills the air. When it ends, several cowboys lie dead. Virgil and Morgan are wounded. The town erupts in controversy, accusing the Earps of murder. A court hearing ultimately clears them of wrongdoing, but vengeance brews.
You sons of bitches have been looking for a fight, now you can have it.
Throw up your hands. I want your guns.
Easy, Morgan. Where's Virgil? Don't try and talk. James, where's the doctor?
Down yonder. Wyatt, I'm gonna have to arrest you.
I'm not gonna be arrested today, Johnny.
In the name of God, Wyatt, there's been enough blood today.
Men may be coming into town to kill us all today. So it's not important what you think of me, but we all have to cooperate with each other. So clear the goddamn chair!
It's your fault this happened. I wanted to get away from here, but he wouldn't leave you. You and your precious brothers. Well, damn you to hell, Wyatt Earp.
Morgan is ambushed and killed while playing billiards. Virgil is shot and maimed, losing the use of his arm.
Marshal Earp! It's your brother, Morgan! You gotta come quick! He's in hatches! Hurry!
Grief turns Wyatt into something colder, more relentless than ever before. Abandoning legal authority, Wyatt forms a posse with Doc and loyal allies. They ride out on what becomes known as the Vendetta Ride, hunting down those responsible. One by one, cowboys fall. Wyatt's transformation is complete. He is no longer merely a lawman. He is a force of retribution.
Warren, James will watch the back door. You watch that one. Anybody tries to come on, shoot him.
No! What? Me, sure.
It's all right, Virgil. That's one for Morgan.
Finish it.
Looking for Pete Spence. Go to Tombstone. How about the one they call Indian Charlie?
Through it all, Doc remains at his side, coughing blood yet refusing to abandon his friend. Their loyalty is unbreakable. Eventually, the vendetta concludes. The remaining cowboys scatter or vanish. Justice, in Wyatt's eyes, has been served. Years pass. Wyatt and Josephine travel the country, chasing mining ventures and opportunities. Doc's health deteriorates, and he eventually dies in a Colorado sanitarium at the age of 36. His death marks the end of an era. Wyatt carries the loss quietly. Virgil and James settle into quieter lives in California. Morgan's memory lingers like a ghost. The violent frontier begins to fade into legend as America modernizes. In his final years, Wyatt resides in California with Josephine. He reflects on a life marked by tragedy, loyalty, and unyielding resolve. He never sought fame, yet stories of his exploits spread across the nation. When he dies in 1929 at the age of 80, Josephine remains by his side, devoted as ever. She lives another 15 years before joining him in death. His journey is one of transformation, from innocence to sorrow, from lawman to avenger, from myth to memory.
Anyway, that's what my father told us.
Some people say it didn't happen that way.
Never mind them, Wyatt. It happened that way.
If you've enjoyed this video, you'll definitely enjoy the video showing on your screen now. Click now. We'll see you in the next one.